Hey everybody, by the end of this video, my goal for you is that you'll have tips on how to pleasure women. I'm Amanda Pasciucco. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, a certified sex therapist, and I wrote a book on how to bring pleasure to young women. I have an expertise in marriage and dating, and I've taught countless amounts of couples about the anatomy of female pleasure. If you want to know more about having better relationships that lead to better you, please hit subscribe and the bell to catch a new video every week. Don't forget to get your excerpt of Playtime, my book, to teach you more. We live in a society that prioritizes male sexual preference and male sexual pleasure so much more than women that I'm making this video so that all of you who hook up with female-bodied or vulva or vagina-bodied humans can learn how to bring them pleasure. Okay, so many women are insecure about their bodies that it leads to problems with sexuality. When a woman is self-conscious, that distracts from pleasure within the moment. When you're anxious, it makes it so you're really unable to have sex. The limbic system kind of takes over and it makes it so you get very anxious and all the pleasure centers kind of slow down. I know sometimes that males who hook up with women tell me, it's so crazy, women are beautiful, why are they self-conscious? Well, they just are. How do we fix this? We fix this with words of affirmation. I know you might think that your partner or the girl that you're interested in is really beautiful, but if they don't feel that way, words of affirmation can help. Telling them they're beautiful, telling them the particular things that you find attractive, sexy, smell good, taste good, all of those things make women feel really good inside. So that's my number one trick on how to help pleasure women, is help with them feeling more comfortable in how you see their body and their body image. A bullet point that I'm going to throw in here for you is talk to the female that you're interested in about pleasure. Why don't you ask her, what did she learn about pleasure growing up? What did she learn about shame? What did she learn about self-love or masturbation? What did she learn from her religion or culture about what sex is and what sex isn't? Maybe that's something really good to talk about, because one of the ways to pleasure the person you're with is to find out their expectations and the intentions that they're putting into the relationship. So this is something that you guys can do together. Women take longer to orgasm than men. So if you are a male who's having sex with someone with a vagina or a vulva, what that means is you're gonna have to focus a little bit more on foreplay than you would think. I know sometimes you think, oh, well, they should just be into me, they should just be ready. Most females take about 20 minutes to warm up with foreplay. So this means touching of the body, not just the genital regions, but the erogenous zones, the neck, the hands, the back. Ask her what feels good and what feels pleasurable. The idea of having vaginal penetration alone isn't enough for a lot of women. Only 20% of women report orgasm with vaginal penetration alone. So you're gonna have to focus on the clitoris, the internal and external parts of the structure, because that's what brings the female anatomy pleasure. What sexual or psychological components do you think are important when you're hooking up with women? Please comment them below. I'd love to hear your interests. Okay, female anatomy, one of my favorite things. Let's talk about the vulva, the external genitalia, the vagina. The internal genitalia, the vagina, is the part of the body that the baby comes through. It is not the part that you pee through, that's the urethra. Then there's the inner labia, which are the inner lips, the outer labia majora, the outer lips, and then you have the mons pubis, that's the whole area where a bunch of hair grows, it's on the top. And a lot of people also talk about the clitoris. The clitoris is so important. It's this little button on the top where the labia is. Okay, so the clitoris is that, and it's also this wishbone shape that goes down into the body. So make sure you understand what the internal clitoris is too, because if you don't understand that, you really don't understand the whole story, because that is critical. The legs of the clitoris, the bulbs of the clitoris, all that is super important when it comes to anatomy of pleasure. When you understand how the internal clitoris works, that's how you understand how to bring pleasure to those who have this type of genitalia. So I really want you to go and research, look at either Betty Dotson's work on the internal clitoris or some of the other sex educators. There's a lot of work done on it, and it's really important and powerful information. Also, G-spot. Everyone wants to talk about the G-spot. Everyone wants to talk about female ejaculation and squirting. There's a ton of research, a ton of different type of research out there. Really, you can go and Google that all day long if you want. My thoughts on it are that some people have the ability to do things, some people do not. Nothing should be shamed or blamed. Everything is normal. Whatever feels comfortable to you is good, and we want you to be able to enjoy pleasure, and we want you to be able to bring pleasure and consent to all the partners that you have. So that's really what we work on. We work on teaching you ways to bring power and pleasure to all. You can see the whole diagram in more depth and get more excerpts from my book Playtime when you just hit the link below. If you like this video, click like and hit subscribe and the bell to catch my new videos. You can follow me Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at The Sex Healer. I'm Amanda Pasciucco. Thank you so much, and I look forward to catching you next time, 9 a.m. Wednesdays, Eastern Standard Time. Have a great day.